Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 4603 in Candy Crush Saga. And if you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So here we've got 32 moves, which is very generous, to clear out 152 jelly. And we've got some wrapped candy dispensers on the board. That's generous as well. Ooh, and look, stripes, more wrapped, but we do have time bomb set at 16. And you know, my basic rule is don't get dead. So we have to take care of those. And some of them are trapped way far down and they're under these crystal candies. We can move things under crystal candies to get rid of them, or we can explode them. And I'm going to try my best to maybe do some wrapped combos. First though, I'll go ahead and take this, get rid of what is there. Oh, look at that. Wow, that was explosive. I didn't even get a chance really to see what was going on there. Now, all of these are under the crystal candies. I can't move things that are under the crystal candies, but I can move things that are next to things that are under. So I could take this green and I could move it over here. It makes it look like I'm moving this, but I'm not. I'm moving the green and sliding this over. But I'm not going to do that. That's not great. It doesn't take out any crystal candies. Or I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's see what my choices are here. This is better. See how there's crystal candy here and crystal candy here? I'm not going to move this blue out of the way. I'm going to take this green and move it. And I can't even. Watch. If I do this, hold on. If I do this, I didn't do that right. I clicked it instead of holding it. What I was trying to show is I can't move the one that's under over, but I can move the one that's outside of the crystal candies under the crystal candies. Now I've got the opportunity to make a color bomb. Yeah, I think with 30 moves, when I have a lot of moves, it's good to be able to set things up. Now, actually, I only have about 13 moves before things go south. Let's see. I still have to prove what I was trying to prove before. Okay, so I can't take this orange and move it over here. It's not working. I'm clicking, and it's not moving over. The orange doesn't work because it's buried. I can take the green though, see how that lights up, and I can move it under. And it effectively does the same thing, but I have to make sure I'm moving the one I have access to. Okay, so I could just take out all red. That's not awful, but it's not great. I can't really do anything else because I can move the red down here, but I can't move this over here. But there are a lot of things trapped. I think I'm going to do this, really open that up. Now I'm also noticing I've got this conveyor belt, and that's helpful because some of the things that are real far away are now coming into focus. Oh, look what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this orange, which is exposed, push it down to here. It's going to combine the 3 orange, so it's going to break through some of those layers of crystal candy. Plus then the blue is going to drop into position and hopefully meet up with these guys before the conveyor belt comes around. I've got frosting under here, and you can see that some layers are super thick and some layers aren't so thick of the crystal candies. So this has a little crack in it, and then you'll notice this has a much bigger crack, or this one. Sometimes it's hard to see the differences. Alright, so I like this move. Boom, look at that, wrapped candy. And now I've got a beautiful striped wrapped. Oh, I'm going to take this. It's going to hit a lot of things. This is exposed now, so it's going to take this out. And then we took out the most prevalent color on the board by getting that color bomb struck. So that helps. So now we have to look. 25 moves. All of the bombs that we have on the board, those are all active and dangerous. But the ones set at 9 are the most dangerous. I've only got 9 turns to deactivate those by getting rid of them. The other thing is, it looks like I have to get rid of these within 16 moves. There are 2 things I can do. I can either get rid of the bombs before they explode, or I could win the puzzle. And once I win the puzzle, that automatically deactivates all bombs on the board. They can't explode, I'm done. And that's hard to do when I've got things like a really thick frosting under here. So I could do this and work on the bottom and hopefully allow a lot of cascading to help. I could make a stripe here because stripes can be more helpful. I could focus on what I said I was going to do, which is those wrapped combos. But I like this idea of working low to the ground and allowing the board, there we go, to help me on its own. So I do this. Now if I could combine this now that I've got this open, that would be best of all. If I can't, maybe taking out orange or red is going to be the best choice. I'm going to hold on to this for just a bit. I'm going to worry about these when I get them down to about 5. Sometimes I don't even worry about them at that point. I wait until it's about 3, but because the board is still closed off, we've got these cutouts and the other blockers. I'm going to worry when they get to be about 5. Now I could do this. I like that. It strikes through if I set off that stripe. I could also, there was something I saw down here, low to the ground. Oh, I could take this this green and replace it with the orange. I kind of like that. I like this idea of allowing the cascading to help me. Okay, now we're going to hit that. There we go. That's gone. What other bad things do I have? I see a good move. I've got this. But I still have this. This is set at 5, so now I'm getting a little bit worried, but I'm creating a few things here. I'm actually going to blow all of this up and see what happens. Okay, this is still a danger, but now I could just take this out, right? I could. I think I'm going to handle it differently. I think I'm going to try to bring these wrapped candies down further. Let's do this. Now I've got a time bomb set at 14. I've only got 18 moves. That feels more manageable. But I've got these areas that just are stubborn. How can I get rid of them? What if I take out all green? It'll hit this here, but it'll strike this. I need to get this cleared. Should I hold on to this and try to get it set up with a special? I'd love to, but color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. Let's take out all green and really focus on this right here. This seems to be the stubborn area. There we go. That made a lot of progress. Now I can make a stripe, or I could just do this. It would take out something here and it would hit this. And then the stripe, I would need to both make it and detonate it. I'm going to go for efficiency here and hopefully a bit of cascading, not as much as I would have liked. I don't have any great moves here. The time bombs are barely an issue. Let's do this and go for cascading. Here, this is what I want. Something that pays attention to this. I don't like these now. So I think what I want to do is make the most cast I possibly can. I've got wrapped candies being created now. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I could make a stripe, but I'm going to set this off, or I'm going to move in here. I'm going to do this because that stripe will still exist and I might be able to use it to further the progress here. Now I've got these little bits and pieces all across the board. Should I make a wrapped? Should I take out this double thick jelly? I'm going to go for the wrapped. And I'm going to make moves down here and hope this kind of takes out itself. It's not, is it? I've got 5 jelly left. They're lighting up. That's double thick. Let's take that out. So that's not an issue. I'm regretting not having handled this more quickly. Let's go for a bit of cascading. I can't get that. I can't get there from here. It's making me a bit nervous. I'll go for another stripe, trying to pull this out. Okay, let's see. We're getting closer here. Oh, I can make a stripe that's aimed if I can set it off. No, but I can do this. There we go. Now I feel a lot more confident. Okay, I have 2 left. 1, 2. I can get rid of this, and there we go. I can get rid of this. That was scary. That took me a lot more moves than I thought it would. I thought I was going to clear that out more quickly. But it's hard to go around and chase all of the little bits and pieces, especially for me because, admittedly, those conveyor belts, not my forte. I don't have a lot of strength when it comes to predicting how those are going to change the way the board operates. All right, that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.